And so tonight I want to talk to you about why do men stay in sexless marriages? Yes. Why does your husband stay with you if you're not having sex with him? That's pretty much what I want to talk to you about. Now, there's many reasons why men stay in sexless marriages, but I did a video almost 3 years ago that has over 150,000 views, right? And it's called The 7 Effects a Sexless Marriage Has on a Man. And I also did one for women, but this one has really taken off. And I have found that more men are more open and more comfortable talking about that they're no longer getting sex at home from their wives, right?
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. I don't want you give it up.
I wanted to really answer the question as best that I could. So I went and did some research. And as you guys know, I am a licensed sexologist. So I went into a lot of my forums and groups and asked a lot of questions about why do men stay in sexless marriages if sex is one of the most important things to a man. I'm not saying that it's important to every man, but I have found just doing the marriage things that I do and, counseling people all over the world, right, that marriage and intimacy and sex all go hand in hand for most men. And so with me gathering all the data, I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some general reasons why men stay in sexless marriages, right? And the comments are off the chain on this particular 7 effects a sexless marriage has on a man about how they have lost their self-esteem, how it has made them feel, how their wives don't care, all of these different things. But also, we also got some men and some research that said these are the reasons why they stay. Now, being in a sexless marriage for a man can have a lot of mental damage that can happen when it continues on, right? And it is not a mutual thing, right? And most men that I have talked to that are in sexless marriage, if there's some health issues going on with your wife, if there have been some infidelities, all of those kind of things, they are understanding that it's going to be a period of time that she needs to heal from the infidelity or some vaginal things or some health issues. Men are understanding that way. But if you're just withholding sex just because you can or using it as a weapon, it's unhealthy for your husband and it's unhealthy for your marriage. Because the side effects for a man, it can cause them depression. It could cause them anger inside. It could cause them to have low self-esteem. It could cause them to have anxiety, right? It can cause them to have bitterness towards you. It can also lead to some prostate cancers, right? Because I work really close with a couple of urologists, and a lot of men that are not having meaningful sex are developing prostate cancer younger and younger. And they're saying it's because they're not being stimulated and not being able to ejaculate and those kind of things. So it's a many reasons why, if you're a wife that is withholding sex, right, and you're doing it on a purposeful thing or you're hurt or something like that, I'm asking you please to help your husband stay healthy and to get past those things and have a conversation with your spouse about what you're dealing with and how you're feeling in order to move past this. But here's some reasons why men stay in sexless marriages. Number one, he believes that the sexless marriages is a situation and it's only temporary, right? It could be the temporary situation I was talking about, that she's having some health issues or some hormone issues or some unforgiveness, and we're going to move past this and we're going to regain our, sexual life like we had it before. So he believes that it's only a temporary situation, number one. Number two, both the husband and a wife have a low libido. And so you both have agreed that sex is not a number one priority in your marriage, which is fine, right? But if you both have agreed to that, then it shouldn't be any issues. The problem comes is if one person is saying, I don't need to have sex, and the other person is desiring it, and you're not meeting somewhere in the middle, that's where the problem comes. So have the conversation. So if you and your spouse have agreed, then it's your your marriage and you can do what you want to do. But when it's one-sided on either side and the other person is not getting what they need, want, or desire when it comes to sex, that's where the problem comes. But both husband and wife have low libidos and they both have agreed. Okay. Number 3 is either a cultural or religious beliefs that keep you in a sexless marriage. You know, you believe your culture is this is how it's going to be. I said I do to this woman and I'm stuck, right? Or your religious beliefs are saying you got to hang in there no matter what. Okay. And who's to judge that, right? I'm just bringing up reasons why men stay in sexless marriages. Okay. Number 4, both husband and wife are asexual. And what do I mean by asexual? Asexual is when neither one of the spouses have a sexual attraction towards each other, right? So they have an amazing marriage. They have great communication. They have great intimacy, but they don't have a sexual attraction where they want to engage in penetration sex. And again, that is something that both of them have agreed to. They've had a conversation about, and they are okay. And the husband is okay being in that type of marriage. Okay. And number 5, he's just like, you know what? I have spent so many years in this marriage. She's not going to change. I'm not in the market to look for anybody else. I'm not trying to do anything else. So I'm just going to ride it out to the day that I die. So he has made a decision that he is going to stay in this sexless marriage and not get that part of what he wants being fulfilled. But he is okay with everything else that's going on in the marriage. And those are usually the top 5 reasons why men stay in sexless marriages. I hope and pray that this teaching has helped someone. But again, I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before I leave, if you want me to send this video or any other videos to anybody that you want them to see them, but you don't want to be the one to send it to them, do me a huge favor. Make sure you click the link below and I will have one of my team members send a video on your behalf. Have an amazing night. I will see you next week.